Hey everyone, this is Ben. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Simper Gumbie channel. Well, I am getting ready for the event that I've been planning for about 6 months now, the Gumbie gathering out in the Ozarks, and I can't believe that 6-7 months have flown by, and it is just a couple days until we leave for the Ozarks. And I am getting ready, in fact, getting the camper ready, my rugged rhino from Tiny Camper Company, to take out to the Ozarks. And what you see up here is a new rooftop tent from Inspired Overland. And today's video is sponsored by Inspired Overland. This is the lightest rooftop tent on the market right now. Okay gang, so what we're going to do today is we're going to bolt the rooftop tent to the crossbars and get it all set up. So in about 2.5 weeks, we head out to the Ozarks. We'll have this thing all set up. Now, they do provide brackets, mounting hardware, and a wrench to go on, and it looks fairly simple, just like any other rooftop tent. They do have channels in there, and these just bolt up from the bottom and will secure it. So let's go ahead and grab a stool, and we'll go ahead and start installing and bolting down the rooftop tent. When we get done, we're going to pull it out. I'm going to wash down the camper. It's still dirty from Oklahoma. And then we're going to pop open the rooftop tent, and we're going to see how it looks mounted on the rugged rhino. So let's go get to work. So I have to use these brackets. They come with two different styles. These are more like a thinner, smaller crossbars, and then these right here. I have to use these because of the thickness of the crossbars, but these are the normal size bolts that go with it. But because the crossbars are so thick, I had to go with these. I had to actually go and purchase longer bolts. So I went with the 2-inch bolts versus the 1.25 inch. So with the crossbars and everything on there, I'll probably have about 1/2 inch of thread. So this is perfect. So let's go ahead and install. Okay. So as you can see right now, all I'm gonna have to do is just bolt it up just so I can hold it down. And it'll look just like that. So as you can see, I've got the bracket on with the bolt and nut, and then I've got it on both sides. So I've got to do it on 3 more sections, and then we can start tightening it up. All right, so I finally got everything bolted down. Let me show you what I've got. And I've got the brackets on the front side and the back side, and they are a T-slot bolt. I had to buy additional 8 2-inch bolts because of how thick this crossbar is. And then I had to put the locking nut. It's an Allen head locking nut in the front there, and then in the back over there. Attached to covers, and now the tent is securely fastened. And I haven't slept in this rooftop tent yet, but we're gonna pull it out into the driveway. We're gonna do the full setup so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna show you some of the features and some of the design of this rooftop tent. Now, this rooftop tent is one of the lightest, or in fact, the lightest rooftop tents on the market. So one of the things I took in consideration when I bought my tiny camper and I set everything up, especially, was I wanted to make sure that it fit in the garage. And as you can see, it's pretty tight, but I've got about an inch and a half, 2 inches of height on the top of the rooftop tent. And that goes the same with my rooftop tent on my truck. My truck fits in the garage as well. So when I was building the rig, getting my Tua Pro rack, I had to take some measurements, and that's one thing I like about the Inspired Overland. It's just a little less than 5 inches, so I know I had enough room to get it on the rack and fit in my garage. And that's also with the 276 awning on the opposite side, so perfect. So if you're familiar with your tonneau covers on your truck, those covers that go over your bed, you see that material. It's a hard vinyl kind of material. Well, that's what Inspired Overland uses on their rooftop tents, and it's a zippered cover that goes all the way around. So we'll go ahead and open it for you. So as you could see, this clamshell model rooftop tent was easy to pop up. All we had to do is just from the back, just push it up, it comes up, and you see these struts here on the side. Now, if you're camping in areas with heavy wind, this tent comes with some struts that you can deploy to prevent the clamshell from coming down. And these are expandable struts that go into the corners up here, and it just gives it a little bit more rigidity. And as you can see, it keeps the tent from coming down, and they're on both sides. Now you can loosen these Allen bolts here, and then you can slide this ladder bracket to make it easier on where you want to have your ladder situated. Now I got mine leaning against my spare tire, so this might be a great place for it to be, but to get in and out, I think this would be a great place to do it. So what you need to do is you take your ladder and so we're gonna set up the rainfly, and basically like every other rooftop tent, they do come with some of these rods that will leave the rainfly up. Now, they do have some new, what they call rainfly blocks that will go here, that will actually come at a different angle to make the rainfly a little bit more tight. This was the first version, so it does have a little bit of slack in there, but it's not a problem. But if you're looking to have it a little bit more tight on your rainfly, they do have the upgraded rain blocks for that. All right, gang, I'm up here in the rooftop tent, and I can say it's pretty roomy up here, and I've got the rain flies deployed. I've got the screens open on all three sides. I've got the bug screen on this side, but I can actually open that if I wanted to, so I can get more ventilation. But it's pretty roomy. On this side, I do have a bag where you can put your cell phone, shoes, or whatever items you want right here. I still got, I mean, my feet are there, and I still got a good 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches above here. So plenty of room. And on the sides of me, as you can see, I mean, it could fit 2 people, but that'd be a tight 2 people, maybe 1.5. I mean, I don't know if I would carry Hoku up that ladder. I'll leave her down below, but it's good for 1.5 people up here, I say. But not bad. It's, like I said, it's got some really good ventilation up here, and if we look, it does have looks like an 1.5 inch mat here, and it, you know, you can take it off and wash it, because it does have a zipper, and then it has a mesh protective matting, and then it has a condensation mat as well. Look like another 1.5 inch. So you're looking about a 3-inch mat here. It's pretty comfortable. And then you do have, you know, another section here where you can put a ladder on this side. But since I've got the door on the camper for the kitchen, I won't put it up here. And I've got my awning that deploys on the passenger or the driver's side, that comes all the way around. There is also shoe bags here that you can drop down there on the left and on the right. It's pretty cool. So if you got some dirty shoes or stinky shoes or whatever, you can put that down there. But overall, it's a good tent. Oh, also, you got some up here. You got some storage on the top here as well. So not bad. Like I said, you know, it's probably good for 1.5 people, or, you know, a lot of room for 1 person, but pretty good. So I'm gonna go back down. I'll show you what it looks like deployed, and I'll fold it back up. All right, well, that's what it looks like deployed up on the camper. Of course, it doesn't interfere with my awning. So as you can see, I've got some pretty good clearance right there. Here are the bags I was telling you about. You can throw your shoes or whatever, your wet clothes in there. Closing down your rooftop tent's really easy. All you have to do is remove your ladder, remove your strut, put your elastic band back on, move your other side of the elastic band straight up, and then you're going to remove your rainfly brackets, which is pretty easy. After you remove your rainfly rods, all you have to do is just pull your tent down. And once your fabric's all in, you just make sure it doesn't obstruct the zipper. Pull down a little bit. And then start zipping your tent back up. You take your straps, place that inside, just like that. Pull down a little bit and just zip it to the middle. And then you can just go ahead and place the buckle. Cinch down on it a little bit. And there you are. So there you go, gang. The receiving, the unboxing, the installation, the setup, the opening and the closing of the Inspired Overland rooftop tent. Very simple, very light, a very great product, and I'm going to enjoy it. And again, I want to thank the folks at Inspired Overland, Ferdinand and Joey and all the great crew out there for sending me this rooftop tent. I'm going to enjoy it when I head to the Ozarks. The next time you see the video with it, it'll be out in the Ozarks. We are leaving in a couple days, and I am looking forward. If you don't know what I'll be doing in the Ozarks, we'll be having the Gumbie gathering, where we'll be out there with 8 other YouTube channels, and we selected 8 subscribers from those channels, and they'll be joining us for a weekend of camping in the Ozarks. So it's going to be great, and next year we will open it up to even more subscribers. But thank you again for if you're a first-time subscriber, please subscribe, hit that bell notification, and then hit all notifications, and you'll be notified of all the new videos that we put out. If you're a returning subscriber, please comment what you think about this rooftop tent, or even if you do have a rooftop tent, what do you like or dislike about your rooftop tent. But until then, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will catch you on your next one. This is Semper Gumbie out.